Alright, in this video I just wanted to talk about which server you should be picking if you choose to start a character on Turtle WoW. Because there are two main servers at the moment. One is more populated than the other. The PvE server is the most populated at the moment, while the PvP server is way less populated. And if you are a PvPer, I do suggest that you pick the PvP server, even though you can switch on PvP. On the PvE server, there is a glyph you can buy where you can permanently toggle yourself for PvP. But not a lot of people are doing that. A lot of the people who are playing on the PvE server are mostly PvEers. They are not interested in PvP, and you won't be seeing much world PvP. If that's your thing, you won't be seeing much world PvP on the PvE server. And I know many people, they are looking at the populations right now and thinking, shall I really go with the low populated server? I really enjoy world PvP. And with the amount of traction and popularity and just hype that Turtle WoW is getting right now, I definitely think that you should be rolling on the PvP server, because I think it's going to blow up. I think a lot of people are coming back to the PvP server. Just when Season of Discovery launched, just before Season of Discovery launched, there was around 6,000 players on the PvP server. It got massively popular really fast. And I think a lot of the people who were playing here, like, it had a snowball effect. As soon as people stopped playing, more and more people stopped playing. But the opposite can also happen. A snowball effect will like catapult this PvP server forward, and we'll see a lot of people starting to play on the PvP server again. So again, definitely think that if you are a PvPer, consider playing on the PvP server. Even though it's low populated now, I think it's going to change. I hope it's going to change, and I'm pretty sure it will change, because everyone is reacting to the new trailer about the graphics, and I've already seen the population rise on both the PvE server and the PvP server.
And groundbreaking modding capabilities, allowing us to expand the world like never before.
Wow.
Enhanced.
It's like a sandbox?
Okay.
Revitalized for the modern era. Turtle 2.0 now runs smoothly.
Wait, what?
And for those special few who cherish the original essence.
That looks insane.
That looks so
For those special few who cherish the
Okay, Duskwood looks sick like that though.
original.
Duskwood, run that back. What the fuck? I mean, that's... Can you imagine running around here? My god.
I want to see.
Revitalized for the modern era. Turtle.
Okay, I am not a smart person.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the pros and cons of each server. Well, of course, the pros of the PvE server is that you're not gonna get ganked out in the world unless you choose to. If you use the glyph of war, I think it's called, then you're toggling yourself for PvP, and then you can be ganked, but not a lot of people are ganking. So I don't think it'll actually be an issue, even if you toggle, and you will get a little bit more XP if you toggle the glyph of war on. Everything is progressed on the PvE server. Of course, not the new raids that is coming and the new patches that bring out, but everything, including Naxxramas, and I see a lot of very geared people running around. So if you are into PvP and joining a battleground, you maybe only have pre-raid gear and somebody running around with full Nax gear. They're just gonna one-shot you, completely crush you. So if you do battlegrounds and stuff like that, I still recommend the PvP server for stuff like that. So that's the con of the PvE server, is everything is progressed. Everybody is really geared. You can easily get carried. That's a pro or a con, however you wanna consider it. You could say that getting carried through raids would probably be easier on the PvE server because of people tanks being so strong that they can easily tank whatever dungeon. So yeah, and the pros of the PvP server is of course that it's not progressed. I think they are at I think it's at AQ at the moment. I'm not sure if the gates are already opened or if they're still working on that part. So it is somewhat progressed, but not nearly to the degree that that the PvE server is. Also, a lot of people stopped playing on the PvP server before they even started to raid. So even, let's say it is a bit progressed, because you could say that it is progressed with AQ, but not a lot of people are geared. If you start playing on the PvP server, the people who were here once it launched, they're probably not even level, the majority is probably not even level 60 yet on the PvP server, and then they stopped because Sword Hype and Season of Discovery came out, so they switched over. So going back, I'd say the PvP server is a good bet for new people who are into a mix of PvP and PvE. And the experience rates are also a little bit different. The experience rates on the PvP server, Tel'abim, is ×2, and it's optional ×1, so you can toggle ×1 experience rates if you prefer the slower rate of leveling. And for a lot of people, that will probably be preferred because there's so much new content that you get to see throughout the leveling process, so many new zones, dungeons, and quests to complete. So toggling it ×1 is definitely gonna allow you to experience more content. But for those who prefer leveling fast, then there you go. You have the 2x leveling option on Tel'abim. So either way, this is Bliss-like, the optional ×1, and default rates ×2 for those who like to level a little bit faster. And of course, the PvE server is default is ×1, and then optional for the, I think it's called the slow and steady challenge, where you level even slower. And I think you also get punished for dying. You would lose a little bit of XP for dying. And there's the hardcore modes. I think the hardcore mode is only on the PvE server as well. And that might also inflate these numbers a little bit. A lot of people who are playing on the PvE server are playing hardcore. And once you're hardcore, there's no trading in between anyone. So there's no advantage to having your main character on the PvE server and then creating a hardcore character as well, because you can't transfer, you can't, I don't think you can use the auction house. I'm not sure about that, but at least I'm pretty sure you can't buy from other non-hardcore players. So I think there is a lot of restrictions there. I think the PvP server Tel'abim is going to blow up. I think it's always it's already increased by 100, and I think that's that the PvP server is gonna be increasing by a lot more, and the more people who join, this is also gonna accelerate it and affect which server people chooses. So if you like PvP, I think you should go with the PvP server for sure, even though it's low populated right now. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Get fucking hyped for Turtle WoW!